And as usual, this is your radio experience you can count on. Now, 2 minutes already gone past the hour of 8, yes, by my time. And a lot we'll be looking at this lovely Monday morning. Yes, you know how we do it on the Monday. We review all the games from the weekend. And you can also target Football Monday. And a lot also we'll be looking at when it comes to other sport. Yes, probably in the course of the show, we will look at that particular one. Now we have news coming from the Nigerian Premier Football League. Then also we're going straight to England. We'll be looking at the FA Cup played over the weekend. And now the semi-final fixtures is already out. One match ban for Pep Guardiola as they aim to secure at least the FA Cup this season. Also, we're going straight to Belgium, where Super Eagles, intimidating striker in the person of Akorodare, or probably Arokodare, was in action against Torino Riga, where he got a goal where Genk also spanked Ghent in that particular encounter. Where else should we go to? Then we'll go straight to the La Liga, looking at Barcelona restoring their 3-point league on the La Liga table. Yes, a massive thanks to Robert Lewandowski. And then also we'll give you other top stories that we are tracking at this time. Like I said, it is the review show. Like I said, it is Football Monday. And a lot, like I said, we will do together. As usual, let's go for this quick break. And when we return, we'll go straight into the top stories that we are tracking at this time. I want to use this medium to say Baraka the Salah to all our Muslim faithful out there, the sport fans, those listening to the sound of my voice. Mohammed Abdullahi will lead the Muslim teams. We want to say congratulations to you guys and hope you are enjoying the holidays because today, tomorrow is still a public holiday. Like I said, we'll go for a quick break, and when we return, we'll go straight into the top stories that we are tracking at this time.
To the commercials. It's just that we want to see other audio. Eagles 102.3. Golf. Football. Basketball. Lawn tennis. Cricket. Volleyball. Athletics. It's the mother of all sports show.
It's sports on Eagles Wings with Vicky V weekdays from 8 a.m. with the real sport. Sports on Eagles Wings. Sportstainment at its finest.
The vibe is about to be lit. You just love good music. I know you do. I don't really care if you're older. On Eagles 102.3 FM.
For so long, you've been silenced. We have just found your voice. Take it. Use it.
You assess Nigerians before we become politicians or before you become a member of any political party. The kind of things that happen in Nigeria, this is so obnoxious that if God looks down from heaven, you realize that we are really paying for our sins.
Speak your truth and be heard on the Eagles Morning Rise, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eagles 102.3 FM, your radio experience you can count on.
We had to call a quick timeout to catch our breath. Woo. Now, back to sports. It's
Eagles 102.3.
Drinic from no kind of range just put it over the bar.
Okay, glad to know you're still there. And if you were just tuning in, at the same time joining us on the show, this is Sports on Eagles Wings. And I still remain the Sport Minister on radio, Double V, Vicky Vick. Okay, we'll begin from the home front. Yes, you know how we do it. We always start from the home front, looking at the Nigerian Premier Football League. Now, let's tell that Remo Stars head coach Daniel Ogumodede is in a buoyant mood following his team 2-0 victory over Eyimba. Yes, that win actually came in over Eyimba. Looking at that particular one, the result of the Nigerian Premier Football League. But meanwhile, let's go straight and give us the result of those games played on, yes, talking about March day 31. Now in Ikene, the club established an 8-point lead at the top of the log following the win. Now Remo Stars are now inching closer to winning the first Nigerian Premier League title. That's talking about the MPFL title. Now the Sky Blue Stars have seen 7 games to navigate before claiming the trophy. Now according to him, he said, and I quote, "Now it's one of the performances I required from my players playing against Eyimba, one of the biggest team on the continent and in Nigeria." Now Ogumodede told Remo Stars Media. Now with the top coach in Stanley Eguma, and they are still also fighting for a continental ticket. They came with a very, very big fight. At the same time, we also needed a victory. You should expect what the match would look like. I think it's a match that lives up to expectation. Meanwhile, let's tell you that Niger Tornadoes defeated, Aqua United defeated Niger Tornadoes by 2-0. Rangers 0, Plateau United 1, Remo Stars 2, Eyimba 0. Academy Warriors and Shooting Stars had to settle for a 2-2 draw. Abia Warriors will take on Lobby Stars 2-0 in favor of Abia Warriors. Bayelsa United 1, Rivers United 0, Kano Pillars 0, Bender Insurance 0, Kwara United 1, Nassau United 0, and Sunshine Stars 0, Heartland 0. Yes, the push for the continent still continues as the MPFL will resume within the week. Meanwhile, let's tell you that Manchester City kept their trophy hopes for the season alive by coming from behind at Bournemouth to set up a FA Cup semi-final against Nottingham Forest. Now, Evan Nielsen scrambled 21 minutes finish, put the Cherish ahead at halftime and left City boss Pep Guardiola facing the prospect of ending a campaign empty-handed for the first time since 2017, talking about his debut in English football. Now, Erling Haaland had the first half penalty saved by Kepa Arrizabalaga and wasted 2 other golden opportunities as City struggled for rhythm in the first phase of Bournemouth's intensity. But Guardiola worked his magic at the break by sending on Nico O'Reilly for that's Abdul Qadir Kosnonov, and the first minute into the second half, the 20-year-old operating at the left back created an equalizer with a perfect cross for Erling Haaland. Another change this time enforced allowed City to go ahead after 63 minutes. Now really played in Omar Mamouche just on the injured Alad, and Egypt attacker striker crept under Kepa and should have done better. So it was despite their struggle in the season, they are still pushing. But let's see how it goes for City. Okay, it is still sport on Eagles Wings. Now, let's tell you that the FA Cup that will be played, looking at the semi-finals, Nottingham Forest will take on Manchester City. Yes, Nottingham Forest will slug it out with Manchester City. And the other semi-finals will see Crystal Palace up against Aston Villa. Yes, Crystal Palace up against Aston Villa. Now, one man seems to be delighted to be with the Villa team led by Unai Emery. Another person bought Marcus Rashford. Yes, he got a goal in that particular encounter and doing also well in the UEFA Champions League. So was that really a good move for Marcus Rashford? Well, let's see how it pans out. Let's also tell you that Nottingham Forest will take on Manchester City. Yes, Forest will be at home as they have a date with City in the Forest, and that will go down on the 26th of April. So if we do our calculation, 26 days time, Nottingham Forest will have a date with Manchester City, and also 26 days later, we see Newcastle United up against Aston Villa. Now, the first match, the first half, or probably first game rather, will be at the home of Crystal Palace. Yes, Crystal Palace will do the host of that particular one. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully, where would the semi-final be? I have to give us that venue. Let's give you other top stories that we are tracking at this time. Let's tell you that Namibia, Tanzania thumped Nigeria in the international championship. Now, Sunday was another bad day for Nigerian cricketers following as the under-19 men's cricket team fell woefully to Tanzania, who trashed the West African cricket powerhouse by 122 runs. Now, following the sloppy loss to Namibia on day one, Nigerian cricket family were hopeful to see the junior yellow greens in a better shape on day two. However, the team slipped into its lowest ebb under a more credible Tanzania team. Now, Tanzania captain Laksh Bakarania won the toss and opted to bat first. Now, the Nigerian team started on a good note, but taking out a danger man, Karim Kesoto, bought a new kid, Dapan Jobo Putra, emerged with intelligent ODI battling form impressed as his parents and Nigerian fans alike. Now, Captain Bakarania, Joban Putra, and Mahomedi Simba topped the battling with 44, 32 and 19 runs, and each to add up to 154 runs to scoreboard for Tanzania. Still giving you some sporting updates from the weekend. Let's tell you that after securing the right to host the 2030 FIFA World Cup, Portugal, Morocco, Spain have submitted a bid to stage another World Cup. Now, the three nations set to jointly host the men's tournament in 2030, following the 2026 edition in Canada, Mexico, and the United States, are now aiming to organize another FIFA World Cup for the ladies, this time in 2035. Now, the Spanish Football Federation President, Rafael Llorente, confirmed on Saturday that discussions have been finalized for a joint bid. Now, he said, and I quote, "We want Spain to host the Women's World Cup in 2035 alongside Portugal and Morocco," he stated. Now, there is no better way to promote women's sport than by organizing the biggest event in football, he also added. So they hosted the men's World Cup in 2030, then 5 years later, or probably 5 years after, they will also host the 2035 World Cup, but this time for the ladies. And let's see how it pans out. When you have infrastructure, when you have security, when you have everything that it takes, you'll definitely have the opportunity to host the World Cup. Okay, let's tell you that ahead of the Under-17 World Cup, yes, the fixtures have been confirmed. Now, the Confederation of African Football, CAF, has announced the details and kickoff time and venues for the CAF Under-17 African Cup of Nations Morocco 2025 fixtures. Now, the 15th edition of the Continental Showpiece will be contested by 16 nations between 30th of March, which actually started yesterday, to 19th of April 2025. Now, a total of 4 stadiums will play host to match during the tournament, namely the Al Bachir Stadium in Mohammedia. We also have the Labir Zoli Stadium, and we also have the Berachid Stadium, and which are both in Casablanca, as well as the El Habdi Stadium in El Jadida. Now, proceedings get underway at the El Charles Stadium on Saturday, 30th of March, when the tournament host Morocco play East African champions Uganda at 10 p.m. We'll give you results of that particular one any moment from now. Now, following the day, Tanzania taking on Southern African champions Zambia to close off opening round of Group A fixtures. Now, later, Casablanca Labir Zoli Stadium host an exciting Group B clash between the last edition bronze medalist Burkina Faso and two-time champions Cameroon at 5 p.m. Yes, like I said, I will give us the result of that one. Talking about the Under-17 tournament presently going down in Morocco. Now in Group A, Morocco the host, Uganda, we'll have Uganda in Group A, Tanzania and Zambia. In Group B, Burkina Faso will take on, Burkina Faso, Cameroon, South Africa and Egypt. In Group C, we have Senegal, Gambia, Somali and Tunisia. In Group D, Mali, Angola, Cote d'Ivoire, Central African Republic. Please and please don't ask me where the Golden Eagles is, because they didn't qualify. Hopefully, in the course of the show, we will go straight to Morocco, and from there, we'll give us the update of what's happening, looking at the CAF Under-17 Nations Cup. 22 minutes already gone past the hour of 8 a.m. Still giving you some sports updates coming from league venues. Now let's go straight to the Spanish La Liga, where it was a mouth-watering result for some team. Let's tell you that on Sunday yesterday, Betis defeated Sevilla 2-1, or probably 2-1. Yes, that one ended in favor of Betis. Now Atletico Bilbao and Osasuna settled for a goalless draw. Valencia pipped Mallorca by a single goal. Meanwhile, the highest scoreline of the weekend in the English, probably the Spanish La Liga, is a game between Barcelona and Girona. Meanwhile, in the 43rd minute, it was an own goal that gave Barcelona the lead. Meanwhile, on resumption of the second half, that's about 8 minutes into the second half, Danjuma pulled one back for Girona. Now, in the 61st minute, it was Lewandowski who put Barcelona ahead, and also Lewandowski who made it 3-1 in the 77th minute, and Fernando Torres made it 4-1 in the 86th minute, giving Barcelona the lead on the table. Meanwhile, other results: Etafe 1, Villarreal 2. Meanwhile, it was a close call at the Santiago Bernabeu, where Real Madrid defeated Leganes 3-2. Meanwhile, Kylian Mbappe took the lead for Real Madrid in the 32nd minute, but a minute later, less than 60 seconds, Gracias pulled one back for Leganes, and about 7 minutes later, Rabat made it 2-1 to end the first half with Leganes winning. Meanwhile, 2 minutes on resumption of the second half, Jude Bellingham made it 2-2 for Real Madrid, and also Kylian Mbappe in the 76th minute made it 3-2, giving all maximum points to Real Madrid at home. Where we look at the table. Before we do that, other results: Rayo Vallecano 2, Alaves 0, winning on the road. Espanyol and Atletico Madrid, well, we'll say no more for Atletico Madrid. This one, they're always going down and dropping points. Real Sociedad 2, Valladolid 1. Okay, looking at the La Liga table, it was an impressive one. Like I said, the biggest scoreline is Barcelona. Now they've restored 3 points on the table after 29 games. Yes, follow closely. 63 points is Real Madrid, and Atletico Madrid 57 points. Yes, they've really dropped 9 points adrift off. Yes, 9 points. Am I right with that calculation? Yes. 9 points. Yes, 9 points. Yes, 9 points off Atletico Madrid. Still giving you other results. Let's go straight to the Italia Serie A. Well, not so good news for Samuel Chukwueze. Well, he came in as a substitute, but it was not enough as they were beaten by Napoli. On the road, 2-1. Napoli, yes, winning that particular one, 2-1, as they inch closer to also see if they can win the trophy. Romelu Lukaku getting a goal in the 19th minute as Politano actually took the lead for Napoli 2 minutes into the game. Inter Milan also continued their form after beating Udinese by 2-1. Fiorentina 1, Atalanta 0. Well, talking about Atalanta, Ademola Lookman has formally put his paper and said, "Come, I want a transfer at the end of the season." Talking about Ademola Lookman. Well, Liverpool, Newcastle United, Manchester United, and some other team, including Juventus in the Italian Serie A, are seeking the services of Ademola Lookman. So let's see how we pound out 50. Is it 50 million? I think I have to confirm the particular amount for Ademola Lookman. Meanwhile, Cagliari 3, Monza 0, AS Roma 1, Leeds 0, Juventus 1, Genoa 0, Como 1, Empoli 1, and Venezia 0, and Bologna 1. Meanwhile, in the French Ligue 1, a massive one for Super Eagles striker in the person of Moses Simon for Nantes. Well, he got a goal for Nantes, but it was not enough as Nantes lost that particular game. Yes, they didn't get the maximum point. They lost to La Havre by 3-2. Meanwhile, Monaco defeated Nice 2-1. PSG ran riot 6-1 in favor of them against Saint Etienne. They are pushing for the French title, also pushing for the UEFA Champions League. Also, let's see if they are also in contention for the French Cup. Okay, you can be a part of the show this morning. All you just need to do is to follow us on our Facebook page, on our YouTube channel at Eagles FM Abuja. Like the page, follow the page, talking about Facebook, drop a comment. And as for the YouTube channel, like the page, share the page, subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell to get updated, especially when we are uploading new videos. I'll also give voices to those messages. And for those I'll be calling the studio line, yes, the WhatsApp portal also very much open, 09097054450. And for the other lines, 09087668888 or 09073530044. Okay, let's go straight to the Under-17 World Cup. Presently going, sorry, I said World Cup, come on, Nations Cup. That is going down in Morocco. Let's see, I think I'll talk about that particular one when I return from this quick break. Let's see if I can squeeze in this call for the next 20, probably a few seconds. Hello to you, good morning.
Vicky, good morning.
Morning to you, my brother. Name, where are you calling from, please?
Yes, it's Beckham. I'm calling you.
Beckham, how are you this morning? You saw your number one this morning, Beckham.
All is well. You know why?
Why?
It's only Manchester that they hold FA Cup now. Whether the Man United, whether the City, every season one of them must go to semi-final or final. Now back-to-back 2 seasons now. The other baby Manchester carry last 2 seasons, and the big Manchester carry last season. Now this one again, the baby Manchester have reached a semi-final. Now to tell you that this Premier League, you leave it for man. Once the CDM is for Manchester. So whether they be Manchester or they be Manchester, you will see them. So London teams, I don't know where they are. One yesterday, the one that maybe do. So I wish them all the best, Vicky.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Let me give others to contribute.
Definitely, others will get that opportunity. Let's go for this quick break, and when we return, we'll go straight to Morocco.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
I suppose it was inevitable.
Eagles 102.3.
Top of the day to you, what people. I bring you good tidings from Shelter Gold's Maitama View Estate, where you can get to overlook the beautiful view of Maitama and its surrounding. And here, 2 million naira initial deposit avails you the opportunity to own a plot of land, and also outright purchase avails you the opportunity to get free 1,000 pieces of blocks from Shelter Gold. So for further inquiries on how not to miss out on these juicy opportunities that will bring to your doorstep, you can reach us at our office addresses at either number 25 Lake Chat Crescent, Maitama, or number 3 Cabo Street, Gariki, or you can contact us on 090-5138-6334. 090-5138-6334.
Hello, Nigeria. Hello, Africa. Do you want to work in the healthcare sector? Do you want to be a trained, certified nursing assistant, medical assistant, parent or caregiver? If yes, then register to enroll for Push Africa's one-year diploma in certified nursing assistance training happening at the African University College of Science and Technology, Abuja. Targeted trainees are unemployed graduates, O-level or ordinary diploma graduates, or anyone interested in working as a support worker in the healthcare sector. For details, log on to www.pushafrica.org or WhatsApp 080-550-45801, 080-339-42015 for registration. Pick up application form at our partner radio stations or visit the reception at the African University of Science and Technology, Abuja.
We had to call a quick timeout to catch our breath. Whew. Now, back to sports. It's
Eagles 102.3.
Drinic from no kind of range just put it over the bar.
Okay, welcome to the second 45 minutes of the show. Well, I still remain the 4 minutes on radio, Double V, Vicky, Vick. Anytime you just hear a strange tune on the need of my voice, just know that at least I'm actually introducing a competition that is presently going on. Now it is the CAF Under 17 Nation Cup. Yes, AFCON Under 17. Well, Nigeria did not qualify for this particular one, so automatically Nigeria, the Golden Eaglet, who happens to have dominated Under 17 football in a couple of years, years back, will not be at the Nations Cup this year and also at the World Cup. Remember back in 1985, China 1985, Nigeria clinched the World Cup for the Under-17. Japan 1993, Nigeria also clinched the trophy. And also in 2017, if I'm actually right with that calculation, we also clinched. But this time, we ain't going nowhere. But let's tell you that the opening game played yesterday, Morocco spanked their opponent by 5-0. Yes, looking at the host nation Under 17, beating Uganda 5-0. Now Morocco playing a 4-3-3 formation and Uganda playing a 4-2-3-1 formation. Yes, and the host decided to demolish the Ugandan side. Let's tell you that before the end of first half, 4-0 from the host nation. Now it is Elise Belmokta who got the first goal, and the second goal was Darius Ait Shakir. He also got that second goal. And looking at the third goal from the penalty spot, it was Ziad Baha Abi Haji who got the third goal, and the fourth goal will still go back to Elise Belmokta who got his second goal of the evening and the fourth in the first half. And it was Ziad Baha who also scored from the penalty spot, getting a brace also for the evening to beat Uganda by 5-0. And looking at the Under-17, action will still continue today. Yes, action will definitely continue today as Tanzania will take on Zambia. Yes, Tanzania and Zambia also in Group A will slug it out later this afternoon. And also looking at other fixtures, South Africa will take on Cameroon. I need to correct that particular one. Yes, Burkina Faso will be up against Cameroon. Yes, the Burkinabes will be up against Cameroon. And then we see South Africa up against Egypt. So these are the three matches that we go down later today. Tanzania up against Zambia. Burkina Faso will take on Cameroon. And we see South Africa up against Egypt. Well, it hasn't been too good when it comes to age football, especially for the boys. Hopefully the NFF will get it right. That means we have to wait for another 2 years. Okay, let's take this call. Hello to you. Good morning.
Vicky Sportman on the radio. Double B. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you, Dan Ambassador. How are you doing this morning?
Erica, the seller to all those people, including Vicky Sportman on the radio. Good morning.
Thank you very much. Let's go there, Dan Ambassador.
You see what the ticket taka, the home road, the Barcelona, the casual giant. Nobody that they do these days now. They can't mess it for anybody. They can't mess it for anybody. Clear it. Let me clear it for Super Bowl, clear it for Barcelona. They are doing well. Those are the injuries. They are still number one in the league. Concern the rest of the people that in this Nigeria league. You know, Nigeria league they go now. The people that are won their match this weekend, congratulations to them. And those ones that they have won their match, the match is still going on. We can't predict this one have already won this thing. Even within 2 matches, the other one can lose the 2 matches. So the match is still crucial. So I pray for them to make sure that the two Nigeria leagues will go forward. For some, Victor, Adimaro Lukman, at least as this Indian, I can move to transfer to another place as without request for the transfer. For some, they have seen congratulations to everybody, my regard to Honorable John. And easy biscuit. They carry biscuit to us, they make everybody through carry one after the other.
Thank you very much.
And the rest of the people, thank you very much, sir.
God bless you. Keep those calls coming in. SMS and WhatsApp also very much open. As I switch over to the WhatsApp portal. Okay, this one is coming up. Good morning. My name is Haruna Gudia. Congrats to Barcelona as they continue topping the league table. As for Man City, I think Nottingham Forest will beat them and go to the FA Cup final. Congrats to all the teams that won their game yesterday. Kudos to them all. Thank you very much, Haruna Gudia. Hello to you. Good morning. Good morning to you, Dr. Odele. It's good to have you on the show this morning.
The big shot keep me had microphone.
Morning to you, Dr. Odele. Yes, sir.
That is your man. The only original doctor in the whole worldwide. Because the doctor original said the welcome aside. And I sleep my daughter. Yeah, my daughter. Yes, sir. Because when the first call and the constitute goes, the word say, what is wrong with you? But don't go the chamber from behind and I make sure that they put their words in now. If you were the score, those who did the legend, where they scored the 2 goals, the commentator are saying that this is Panabao. They can make a couple of super and this score more than 2 to 3 goals. So if you never hear the final issue, you can never celebrate. Yeah, my brother. And you will be on basket. Yeah? Maybe I leave my to go. I don't know if they want to go. They have the collect 3 kodo for Crystal Palace. You just see Nigeria. After the calamity for Nigeria here, they go back to the club. They say calamity follow them. I said, no. When President Party, leave by me party, you say, no. You want to do like I don't know how they say. Now they are boss of that. You hear me? And now they are packing Akaya from the Beckham and they are going empty there. So for me, but they just focus the palace. And also those who want their match, I think it's a good one. And for NFL we are talking about, my brother, or to go to that place, those who are not supposed to be there. Take them out and give another new people who are ready to go to the permanent side. That place, not their father's house. You hear me?
Okay, thank you very much, Dr.
Because what they are doing for that place, they are not moving out to pass forward. Only what they are attack is what they are in their pocket.
Points noted.
I'm very angry. What they are doing when Nigeria is going now, they are not trying at all. They need to force the people out. Because this government now, it's just if you know about you get a father or godmother, that's where you move.
Yeah? Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Odele. Points noted.
They need to move. They need to move.
We'll continue to move. Okay, let's go straight to the German Bundesliga. Let's give you the result from the Bundesliga. Yes, a massive result for the teams as Bayern Munich continues to see if they can get something, probably grab the trophy back from Bayern Leverkusen. Yes, it was a sweet one as they defeated St. Pauli by 3 goals to 2. Now Dortmund defeated Mainz 3-1. Freiburg lost to Union Berlin 2-1. Eintracht Frankfurt defeated Stuttgart by a single goal. Hoffenheim and Wolfsburg settled for a 1-1 draw. Werder Bremen defeated Holstein Kiel by 3-0. Heidenheim beat Wolfsburg by a single goal. And Bayern Leverkusen defeated Bochum by 3-2-1. Yes, and Victor Boniface was on the score sheet. Still with the German Bundesliga, let's tell you that RB Leipzig have sacked their coach. Yes, RB Leipzig have parted ways with manager Marco Rose on Sunday, with the team in danger of missing out of the Champions League qualifications. Now the Red Bull-owned club also dismissed Rose's coaching team of Alexander Zikla, Marco Kurz, and Frank Gedek, and the head of the first team soccer team, Frank I-League, in shake-up. It hopes will prompt a reaction from the team before Wednesday's German Cup semifinals at Stuttgart. Now Rose, who is a friend of Jurgen Klopp, Red Bulls ahead of the global soccer since January, took over at Leipzig September 2022 and twice led the team to the Champions League qualification. He also oversaw its team in the German Cup win in 2023. Now Leipzig slip to 6th on the table after Saturday's 1-0 loss at Borussia Mönchengladbach with 6th consecutive away match without a win. Hello to you, good morning. Okay, keep those calls coming in. Hello to you, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Would I say longest time or Happy New Year? This is Emmanuel from Suleja.
Emmanuel!
Sorry, I've not been calling into the program. I currently left Abuja. I went to Enugu for a program, but I'm fully back. So just let me let you know, I'll be joining the program fully by tomorrow. Nice to be back home, sir. Have a nice day and a beautiful celebration.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel. It's good to have you back. We thank God for joining Messi. We thank God for the success of your training. And once again, it's good to have you back, Emmanuel. I keep those calls coming in. Hello to you. Good morning.
Sport, good morning.
Good morning to you, Sport General.
To all the Nigerians.
I wish you same, my brother.
It was a good one for those people that won their match at the weekend. Congratulations to Barcelona. I've said it time without number. Yeah, Barcelona will win Champions League and La Liga. Madrid are doing Garaga. They are doing Nisha Garaga. At the end of the May, Barcelona will finish it. And the way Nottingham Forest is going, Nottingham Forest, they don't, like they take something, they play ball now. We don't see Leicester come win Premier League. But these people, they are not like Leicester. They are more stubborn than Leicester. They are going for Champions League. I know if they qualify for that Champions League, we will make them, money will establish them like a big club. Before you know it, then they will be coming to the show level, say they want to make top four. Say making top four is their
better.
Yes. When they don't test that thing now, you go see them, they will go buy players because they bless top four with us now. But not only the top four, now they are going for the FA Cup again. If they can keep the FA Cup and make Champions League spot top space, I will be happy for them. Because if you check the whole club, both Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, all of them there, Nottingham Forest is the most compact team in England now. I start to be corrected. They are the most compact team. Forget they are the small club. They are the most compact team. For you to play that team now is very difficult. They are more compact team. Forget they don't have big name. I wish them all the best, and I hope they will not crash at the end of the season.
Yes,
Let's keep it going. Thank you very much, lovely brother.
Thank you very much. I'm a Sport General.
Let me just contribute this. At this point in time, with what happened with our Super Eagles with the last outing, will it be right for us to think in the direction of calling back Sasia to the Super Eagles? What will be your thought on it, sir? I think this is the right time for us to switch back to our home base. And the home base coach I want us, the NFF, to focus on will be Sasia. Well done, sir.
Okay, Emmanuel. I actually saw some things about the Super Eagles, but looking at the coach now, well, I know, what's his name again? Abbas. Yeah, will be listening to me as Abbas is really an ardent fan of local coach. And also, what's his name again? Albakar Manu, all the way from Giri. These are the guys that have been fighting for local coaches. I wouldn't want to say it is over for a local coach for Nigeria, but Eric Chell is under contract, and his contract will run for 2 years. The Samson Siasa also just returned back after his suspension from international football. He's also back. I don't know the plans of the NFF, but it will be a good one to see how. But Eric Chell just had his first 2 games. To me, my own opinion, he has not done bad. We are still watching him. We have 2 friendly games, a Jollof friendly with Ghana, and also a friendly game against Russian Federation. I think they've concluded that if time will permit, I'll give also the date of that particular one. Talking about the friendly game against Russia and the Jollof friendly with the Black Stars of Ghana. We also have the home base, the CHAN tournament for the home base, which Eric Chell will also lead Nigeria alongside Fidelis Ilechukwu of Rangers International and Daniel Ogumodede of Remo Stars. Those are the coaches that will be with Eric Chell when they go for that tournament. I think should be in August this year. And also we have the Nations Cup in December, when Nigeria also, that's Super Eagles themselves, will slug it out with other top teams. For Eric Chell, well, let's see how we pan out. Meanwhile, we have other top stories. Let's tell you that former Nigerian international Friday Ekpo says Super Eagles have no other option but to beat South Africa if they have to revive their hope of qualifying. Now, the 3-time African champions were held to a 1-0 draw against the Warriors at the Gospel Akpabio Stadium. Now, after 6 rounds of matches, the campaign, they slipped. They have only 6 points, and they secure only 2-0 win against Benin Republic. Well, looking at Friday Ekpo, a former Super Eagles player, beat South Africa away on the road. That one is also going to be a tax, a big tax, a Herculean tax. But let's see how we pound out when we slug it out with Bafana of South Africa. Now, let's tell you this news about Super Eagles striker in the person of Omar Sadiq. Now, Valencia are geared up to spend 20 million euros on Super Eagles striker Omar Sadiq. Another signing in the upcoming summer transfer window, focusing on 2 key objectives: retain the Super Eagles and Enzo Barinecchia, according to report. Let's also give you news coming from Super Eagles players, while Rangers head coach in the person of Barry Ferguson has defended Cyril Dizas despite constant criticism from the fans. Now, Cyril scored a goal in his 100 match with Rangers. He is scoring goals. We wish we can still see him back to the Super Eagles team. Okay, this message coming in from Abbas. Like I said, I know he will come in. Good morning, Vick. Nigeria not qualifying for the under-17. I just like you. I know you will say something. Abbas, a strong critic of the NFF. Now, Nigeria not qualified for the under-17, and the NFF is not bothered. Please, what happened to our under-21? Under-17 and under-21 national team. Is it under-21 or under-20? I think it should be under-20 team. Very pivotal for replacing aging player in the national team. This is why I had it difficult to find replacement for weak players in the Super Eagles. Now, the NFF should please take the under-21 team serious. Again, I want to warn the NFF to leave the CHAN Eagles for Daniel Ogumodede and his technical crew. Let the NFF leave them, go to CHAN and write their own history. There's nothing Eric Chell can do in the team. So let the NFF leave it for our indigenous coaches and stop giving foreign coaches undue advantage, opportunity to use Nigeria to improve their CV. Tomorrow, they will say home-based coaches don't have enough experience. So, where do you expect them to get the experience? Thank you very much, Abbas. Truly appreciate you. Bonjour, Vicky Vick. Happy New Week. Hope you are doing good. You can see I can do good. Here, rather. Congratulations for my club, Man City, and all the winning teams this weekend. We lost in the Forest the last time we played against Nottingham. Now it's time to revenge. FA Cup final, Man City, Aston Villa. Well, let's see how we panned out with that particular one. We'll also keep tab with that one. Okay, like I said, it is Match Day Live. Let's look at the games that we go down later today across Europe. And let's tell you that in the Italian Serie A, Verona will be up against Parma. Yes, Verona and Parma will slug it out. Lazio will take on Torino, also in the Italian Serie A. Now in the Spanish La Liga, Celta Vigo will take on Las Palmas, 8 p.m. for that game. Now looking at the under-17 Nations Cup, Tanzania will be up against the Junior Chipolopolo of Zambia. We see Burkina Faso, yes, the Junior Stallion take on Cameroon. Then we see Bafana. South Africa under 17 take on Egypt. So these are the 3 games that we go down at the African Cup of Nations. We'll keep tab with that one, and hopefully tomorrow we'll unleash the result coming from that venue in Morocco. Keep the scores coming in 09073530044 or 09087668888. Okay, I think I will wrap up the show with this sad news. Yes, I'm coming from Ghana. Yes, I'm looking at, yes, to me it's a sad news. I stumbled on the story yesterday and we had to keep looking at that particular one. Talking about a Nigerian boxer, yes, dies after collapsing during a fight in Ghana. Yes, he died, named Segun Success Olariwaju. Yes, Segun Success Olariwaju. Now, the former national and West African light heavyweight champion, Segun Success Olariwaju, tragically passed away after collapsing during a boxing match in Ghana on Saturday. Now, Olariwaju, who was competing after Ghanaian boxer Yon Mbanugu at Fight Night 15 of the Ghana Professional Boxing League at the Bukom Boxing Arena, reportedly lost consciousness mid-fight. At the time of the incident, he was said to be ahead on point. Now, a video circulating on social media shows the moment Olariwaju collapsed, adding to the shock and sadness of the boxing community. Now, the news of his sudden death has sent shockwave through the world of boxing, as Olariwaju was highly regarded figure in Nigerian and West African boxing. He previously held both the national and West African light heavyweight title and was widely respected for his skills and dedication to the sport called boxing. Now, autopsy will decide the date. Yes, I have to go through autopsy, but let's see how it goes with that particular one. Autopsy will decide the cause of the death. Now, the late Nigerian boxer Gabriel Oluwasegun Olariwaju died on Saturday, fighting for 3 million naira, according to a report coming from the boxing. Now, the 40-year-old Olariwaju, who died during a fight at the Bukom Boxing Arena on Saturday, was fighting with Ghana's John Mbangunu, known as Power, in an undercard bout of Ghana's Professional Boxing League when he collapsed and could not be revived. Now, news coming from Ghana says that the Ghana Boxing Authority, GBA, has officially confirmed the date of Nigerian boxer Gabriel Olariwaju Oluwasegun, known as Success, who passed during the bout on Saturday night. Now, Olariwaju was declared medically fit by the Nigerian Boxing Board border control with certification as a professional boxer before the GBA sanctioned and approved the international contents, according to a statement. Now, the GBA also explained how event happened on the bout day, stating that Oluwasegun Success seemed to have dominated the fight from round 1, but unfortunately met his untimely exit from the ring in round 3. That's 2 minutes and 46 seconds into the game. Now, Oluwasegun, a few seconds before the end of round 3, stepped back during the fight and leaned on the rope with his back without any punch whatsoever from his opponent. The referee, Richard Amevi, sensing danger, waved his hands for the end of the fight and immediately invited the ringside physician with the support of paramedics from the National Ambulance Service to attend to the boxer to help resuscitate him. The statement added that the GBA president, Abraham Akote Nekwigi, has informed the secretary of the Nigerian Boxing Board Control about the unfortunate incident that occurred. Now, the GBA president reported the incident to the Kolibu police station, and this morning helped to move the body to the main mortuary for preservation. Now, the Minister of Sport and Recreation, Mr. Kofi Idie Adams, was formally informed by the GBA president of the unfortunate incident. The statement added the Nigerian boxer had 24 professional fights, 13 victories, 8 losses, and 3 draws. Yes, a sad one for Nigerian boxing and the boxing committee. May the soul of Oluwasegun Success Olariwaju rest in peace. That's a wrap on the show this morning. Hopefully the show will make a return same time tomorrow, 8 a.m. I will give you all the latest coming from the world of sport. Thanks to everyone who has made contribution to the show. Truly appreciate you. To remain the Sport Minister on Radio, Double V, Vicky Vick. Do enjoy your holiday and happy Salah to our Muslim faithful out there. Adios.
No offense to the commercials. It's just that we want to see other audio.
Eagles 102.3.